Yo, what's up, everybody? So it's been a minute since I've come out here and jumped online to try to do a couple things. I just finished up a pistol build actually, and I wanted to take a minute to kind of show you guys what the finished product was on this pistol build. And we're not going to actually shoot it, but we are going to actually just kind of break it down and talk about the parts and everything that I went through to be able to build this gun. Okay, so obviously everybody on social media, empty, okay? All right, so if you guys can see, this is my pistol that I had built. Okay, so let's basically start from the back of the gun and work our way up. SBA 3 brace, okay, all black. I'm a big fan of this brace. I like it a lot. Really comfortable, tight fitting as well. I've also got the Geissele Super 42 buffer in here. Man, that thing functions like a dream. Okay, so if you haven't gotten one of those, definitely make sure you check that out. Geissele Super 42 paired with SBA 3, really good combo. Also got a Strike Industries charging handle as well, and that is going to be paired with a Spikes lower and Spikes upper receiver. Okay, so Spikes lower, Spikes upper. Really good setup here. I've also got a Strike Industries handguard on here and 11.5-inch barrel. This handguard's in the M-LOK configuration, and I've got muzzle brake from Dead Air. Okay, so eventually the goal is to be able to suppress this gun, and I wanted to do a couple things with it. Obviously, as you can see, waterboarding instructor. I thought it was funny, so I went ahead and picked it up. And I just threw a real inexpensive Primary Arms micro dot on this gun. I had a chance to actually go out and shoot it and get it zeroed in, but other than that, I haven't had a ton of trigger time on the gun. But I can tell you, I had a couple takeaways from that. I like Primary Arms stuff a lot. I think they're a very underrated optic company in general. But with that being said, if you guys get a micro dot, there's a couple things you need to know before you stick one on your pistol, okay, or your rifle in general. They do not come with a battery, okay, so you will have to get a battery in this optic, and it will not have one from the factory, okay. That's the first thing you need to know. Second thing you need to know, everybody's going to be a little different, but I can tell you that my rifle on this optic was not zeroed at all. I fired my first few rounds at 25 yards. Obviously, I put a 100-yard zero on this because that's all I really had access to at that particular point. But 25-yard zero, 100-yard zero, it was way off. I mean, it took about 14 or 15 rounds to get this thing zeroed. And when I say way off, it wasn't even hitting a cardboard backer at 25 as to how far out of whack this thing was. So just understand you may have to do more sighting than you normally would if you decide to go with this particular optic on your rifle. So far, it's a great optic. It hasn't loosened up on me at all. It's stylish. They've got lens caps as well, just kind of keep everything protected. And these things are basically bulletproof, man. You can't kill a Primary Arms optic, okay? I also have a Aero Precision lower parts kit in here. Oops. I'm going to take the optics cover off here so you guys can see that. So I've got Aero Precision lower parts kit in here. It's just really just a mil-spec lower parts kit, nothing fancy. This is really more or less a low-cost build. I didn't want to go too crazy with this. Faxon 11.5 barrel. I wanted to do an 11.5 gun because it's kind of the best of both worlds, where I can still get the versatility of a slightly longer gun, something like a 14.5 configuration, but slightly smaller that still fits the pistol variant, and it's a little bit better for CQB and things like that. But you can actually still get a pretty decent amount of accuracy out of these 11.5 guns at several hundred yards. You know, if you got the right kind of ammo and the shooter is got a decent amount of skill. So that they actually can perform fairly well with 11.5. I've been thinking about building pistol for a while. You know, went ahead and wanted to just throw it together with some parts that I had. Again, 11.5 barrel, Dead Air brake, Strike Industries M-LOK rail. Got some BCM rail panels here. Again, spikes lower, spikes upper, Strike Industries charging handle, SBA 3 brace, little mag pull pistol grip. I've also got a Faxon BCG in here, if you guys can kind of see that. Like I say, so far I've been impressed with everything. I like the gun a lot, and I look forward to actually doing like a durability test on this thing and really beating it up and seeing what she can handle. But I will tell you, man, the limited time I shot at that Super 42 buffer from Geissele, big fan. Big fan. This gun barely moves. You know, normally you shoot, you know, pistol platform, ARs, things like that. They punch you a little bit, right? They get kind of aggressive in terms of how they recoil. They don't excessively recoil. It's just kind of like a short, quick punch, and I've never really been a fan of that. I much prefer full-size ARs. There for the longest time, 14.5 was about as small as I really wanted to go, just for a lot of the different benefits and ease of use. Small enough to still do, you know, certain things with, but I wanted to get a lot done and just finally go ahead and bite the bullet and build an 11.5 gun. So guys, hope you enjoyed this quick review. Thanks for checking out my gun. Stay safe.